In this video, I want to share the things I've learned after I started college. Just a little info, I'm a freshman dental student in Manila. I started college in the first week of August last month. I want to remind you that there is no perfect way to start your college life, but I believe that there is a right way to do so. We all have different circumstances in life, so take these tips with a grain of salt. You must find out what works best for you and your lifestyle, and I hope you learned something from this video. Let's get started. Most importantly, you have to find the right circle of friends. Your circle of friends can make or break your college life. Your circle of friends doesn't have to be big. Having 2 to 5 people in your circle would be enough to make your college life fun and bearable. Having the right circle of friends will help you become more productive because you can update each other about what you must do in university. You guys can also study together whenever you want. My circle of friends right now is very academically inclined. They're also hardworking, and seeing them work diligently inspires me to do my best as well. My friends also do not go out often, so I think that's a great thing. Our lives pretty much revolve around home and school, but we do have fun as well. We'll talk more about that later. Tip number 2, you have to enjoy the experience. This one may be quite challenging for some. However, if you think you're in the right program, it'll be easier for you to enjoy what you currently do. Just try to think that what you're doing right now will benefit you in the future because you're studying for the profession you wanted. Do mind that it gets stressful and hectic at times because hey, we're in university. This leads me to tip number 3. Tip number 3, you have to mentally prepare yourself for the challenges you'll embark on in college. As someone who has loved to watch college study vlogs since junior high school, I've mentally prepared myself about how much studying I need to do in college. Many great studying content creators show what it's like to be a college student. However, you don't have to watch tons of videos to brace yourself for college. You just have to accept that your high school life will be entirely different from your college life. If you think you work twice as hard in high school, then you have to work 2 times of that in college. To combat fear about college, convince yourself that this is all just a game. Get out of your comfort zone and you have to be more receptive to challenges. How do you become more receptive to challenges? This leads me to tip number 4. Tip number 4, plan and try your best to stay on top of everything. There are a lot of apps out there that can help you plan out your day and track your progress. The best app in my opinion would be Notion. I have used this app since 2021 and it has never failed me since. However, I agree that it is pretty challenging to use it for the first time. But when you get the hang of it, it will change your life. Now you don't need all those fancy or aesthetic Notion setup when starting. You can use their simple template for your work, and then as you use the app, you get to learn more about it, and that's the time you can upgrade your Notion setup and make it more aesthetically pleasing for you. Good productivity apps like Yopunta or YPT, Evernote, Google Keep, and many others are available. Tip number 5, look after yourself from time to time by practicing self-care. Taking a proper rest is productive. You cannot give your 100% if you're tired. As much as possible, you have to rest if you're exhausted by your workload. Taking a rest can mean napping, playing a game, talking to a friend, going out for a walk, or just sleeping in. I get a lot of workload in college. I usually set personal deadlines, however, I don't follow them sometimes because I delay them if I feel tired. For example, if I feel tired studying on a Saturday night because I spent the rest of the day making notes and completing projects, I'll try to move some of it to the following day. You don't have to pressure yourself into ticking all the check boxes when you're tired. Okay, last but not least, tip number 6, you have to make time for your hobbies. Studying all the time without doing the things you used to do, like your hobbies or passion projects, whatever that is, will drain the life out of you. You can delegate an hour or less in your day for your hobbies. As for me, I always make time to watch YouTube videos or shows on Netflix because it is one of my hobbies. I also dedicate hours of my life in a week to making videos because it's one of the things I wanted to do since high school. Sometimes I read books during my Pomodoro breaks. One of the ways to start your college life strong is to create your own study system. Building your study system can improve your overall academic performance. You can start building your study system by assessing your learning style. As for me, I'm more of a visual learner, so I take a lot of notes and use flashcards. I also incorporate evidence-based study techniques like spaced repetition and active recall in my study sessions to ensure that I retain information. Check out scientifically proven study techniques to boost your academic performance. As much as possible, you have to avoid using passive study methods like highlighting or just plainly reading your book, because it's not gonna help you memorize or learn any information at all. Also, you have to understand the concept by heart. Memorization itself will not help you in the long run. You have to build your own foundation in studying. You have to understand the overall concept of what you're studying by heart so that you'll be able to understand future lessons or future lectures with more ease. I hope you learned a lot from this video. I'll see you again next week.